is Ciara and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, if you follow me online, you will know that on Sunday just gone, I gave a talk in Arnott's department store all about Instagram. It was kind of like a workshop and I was sharing some tips and tricks for editing photos, for taking photos, and sharing quite a few of my secrets that I've learned over the years. This event was a registration only event. You had to apply for tickets online, so there were a lot of people that weren't able to go that expressed real interest in learning about my tips and tricks. So I figured, what better idea for a video than to take the notes that I used for the talk and rework them into a YouTube video, so you guys that may not have been able to attend the event will still get to learn all of my tips and tricks. So if you are interested in learning some of my Instagram tips, tricks, hacks and secrets, then keep watching. Tip number one, if you are looking to grow your Instagram, is to pick a theme. Now, a theme is basically the aesthetic of your Instagram. It's kind of like its personality. It's kind of like a consistency that's there between the photos, whether it's colors or textures or just a general mood that you get when you go onto the page. The theme that you choose for your Instagram is completely up to you. Just make sure that it suits your personal style and it suits the photos that you're taking. So if you live a life that's extremely colorful and you love colorful clothes and colorful food, then maybe picking a monochrome Instagram theme isn't the best for you because you're going to find it quite difficult to curate that theme. So the most important thing about your theme is that you keep it consistent. Consistency is key when you're growing an Instagram because you want people to see this mood that's present throughout. They are much more likely to hit the follow button. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to some editing tips and tricks that I use for my photos and for my feed. So there are three main apps that I use to edit my photos. The first one is VSCO Cam. Now, you've probably heard of this before. It's a very popular app. It's free to download and it has some incredible filters. I also really like the control that it gives you over your photo. You can increase and decrease the brightness, the saturation. You can make the tones warmer or cooler, and it just gives you a lot of control over your photo. Another tip for using VSCO Cam is to use the same few filters all the time. So I have about 3 filters that I use: HB1, HB2 and A5, and I usually pick between those 3, and that's what keeps my theme kind of consistent. So even if I'm taking photographs of different subjects, when I'm using those same 3 filters, it kind of gives the same effect on all the photo, which helps keep your theme consistent. Another app that I use a lot with my photos is Facetune. Now, Facetune is one of those apps that does get a lot of stick, and I do agree that some people overdo Facetune. I use 2 tools in it in a very different way, and I love the result that they give. So my number 1 trick with Facetune, and this is a secret that I have kept for quite a while, is to use the white tool that you use to whiten your teeth, but use it to whiten your background or to whiten something in the photo. Let's say I'm taking a selfie and there's a white background. I actually never use the white tool to whiten my teeth because I don't really see the point. I use it to whiten the wall in the background to make sure that it's really crisp and white. Another tool that I love to use in Facetune is the details tool. I use the details tool very sparingly. If I take a picture of, let's say, my outfit, I will run the details tool over my necklace, which makes it pop a little bit. I'll run it over my ring. If I have a bracelet, I'll run it over the bracelet, and it makes it stand out that much more in the photo. Another app that I use to edit my photos is Retouch. Now, I only use one feature on this app. I don't really bother with the rest of them, and that feature is the vanishing feature, I think it's called. If I'm taking an outfit picture in front of a wall and there is a sign or a plug or something that's just obstructing the photo and taking the focus away from the outfit, I will zoom in and I'll draw a circle around that thing that I want to disappear. Then I hit the process button and it just vanishes it. Try it out for yourselves and you'll very quickly see how it works. It's really, really handy. So those are the 3 main apps that I use, and I can't stress it enough when I say to use them sparingly. You don't want to go overboard with stuff like this. You want your photos to look somewhat natural. I know that Instagram is that bit more glossy and that bit more curated than social media, and there is that little bit more pressure to get the perfect shot, but when it comes to editing, subtlety really is key. My next few tips are all about pre-production. So these are the things that you can do before you take the photo to make it that bit better. The first thing is lighting. Lighting is everything. Lighting is life. It makes such a difference to a photo. There are so many different types of lighting when it comes to pictures. Natural lighting is usually the absolute best. On my Instagram, 99% of the photos are taken in natural light. I like to avoid using a flash when I can. If you are taking, let's say, a selfie, go over to the window. If you're outdoors, maybe go and face the sunshine. Natural light is the bomb. So if you are using artificial light, which sometimes we have to do, especially in winter, just make sure that it's evenly lit. Right now I have a Diva ring light in front of me, which is a big circle and it lights your face perfectly. I think I spent about 300 euros on mine, maybe more. And because I spent all that money on it for my YouTube channel, I often use it for my selfies as well. So if you scroll through my feed and you see any selfies that have a little light ring in the center of both of my eyes, that is the Diva ring light. So if you're ever wondering, gosh, that selfie looks really nice, her skin looks great there, that is the Diva light. Yeah. That's not my skin. Now, of course, you do not need to invest in one of these. You can take perfectly good selfies without it. I just use it because it is something that I already have for YouTube. So when you're thinking of what is the best lighting for a photo, think of the subject being lit as evenly as possible and being lit from the most central point if possible, because that's going to create the best lighting, which is going to create the best picture. Another tip that I use is to keep it simple. So if I'm taking a picture of something, I try and not have a lot of distractions in the background. If I'm taking an outfit photo, I tend to not do it in a room that's really cluttered, on a background that's really busy. If I'm taking a selfie, I tend to take it against a plain white wall. And this is because when we're looking at something, we don't want to be distracted by the subject of the photo. And if the subject of the photo is yourself or your outfit or your shoes or your cat's face, just make sure that the background isn't too busy. A clean, simple background generally makes for a better photo. Another type of photo that I love taking is a point of view photo. So this basically means that to the viewer's eye, the person who's looking at the picture, it kind of looks like it's their eye line. So an example of this would be if you take maybe a cup of coffee or a glass of wine or some sort of object. I like to hold it up and out so you can see my arm and my hand holding it, and then that's close and everything else is out of focus. So there might be sky in the background, and I think this looks really cute and it's a really good example of a point of view photo. Another type of photo that I love taking is an outfit of the day photo, or a hashtag OOTD. I'm a fashion blogger, so you will find quite a lot of these on my Instagram feed. I have a few tips for taking a good outfit photo, and the first one is to ask your photographer, whether it's your friend, your boyfriend, or whoever you're getting to take the picture, to scooch down a little bit. So if they take the photo from a lower angle and if they keep their phone straight, it's going to make you look taller and a little bit slimmer as well. Another trick to make yourself look slimmer is to put one foot slightly in front of the other and to kind of lean forward a little bit and stick your butt out. Now this might look really silly, but in front of the photo it's going to make your posture look really good. It's going to make you look that little bit taller, and I pretty much do it in every outfit photo now, and I swear it makes me look a couple of inches taller. Another thing that I like to do when I'm taking an outfit photo is to turn the volume on the camera so I can hear the shutter, give it to someone and ask them to take about 20 photos. So they just snap like this, and then I just kind of move, look down, look over here. Candid outfit photos are so funny because they are so far from candid. When I take them, I ask someone to take about 20 pictures, but this gives the illusion of, I don't know, a softness to it, and it makes it kind of subtle. You can also take advantage of the burst mode on your camera, and you can take a bunch of photos in quick succession. Now this works if you want to do a walking shot, if you want to flip your hair, if you want to maybe swing your bag. Movement in photos does look really, really good, but you have to put the right settings on your camera so it's not going to look like a big blur, which obviously ain't cute. And if you're taking those super cute from where I stand shots, make sure to lean forward and stick your butt out and keep your phone up as close to your face as possible, which gives you the longest shot of your outfit from a downward angle, and it also makes your legs appear longer and slimmer as well. Another tip is to get a good selfie mirror for your room. I picked up one in IKEA for only 20 euros and it is so handy. I can get my whole outfit from head to toe in it, and I often use it to snap a picture if I don't have anyone there to take a photo of me. Another great photo idea, especially when you don't know what to post, is a flat lay. Basically all you have to do is arrange a couple of things in a shot together. They can be from one theme, whether it's makeup or fitness or whatever, or they can be completely different. They can be the same color palette or whatever. Mix them together, take a shot from overhead, and hey presto. So if you've been a subscriber for a while, you have probably seen my DIY marble table hack. Now this is a really inexpensive and easy DIY to make a marble table, and this is what a lot of bloggers and Instagrammers use to get those beautiful marble flat lays. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly how to make this, but I will leave the link to the video below, and definitely check it out because I use my marble table so much. Another key element to building a really strong Instagram account is to diversify your feed. So let's say you're a fitness blogger or a food blogger or a fashion blogger or a beauty blogger. Your account isn't going to look that nice if it's just photos of beauty or just photos of food or just photos of your outfit. You have to mix it up a little. So I said in the very beginning of this video that you should look at your Instagram like a visual diary. diary. So you should mix loads of different elements into that story. I always think that the feeds that have a mix of photos look the strongest. So when you think about posting, not every single picture needs to pack a huge punch. You can have these little filler photos like your coffee, like your landscape, like your building, and these photos will create kind of a mood, and then you can put up your photos that are going to get a bit more engagement in between them as well. So the last and most important part about growing your Instagram feed and having fun with Instagram and building your audience is to have fun with it. The whole point of the platform is to be creative and share the things that you love. So that's what you should do. And staying true to your own unique creativity is what's so important about Instagram. And that's how accounts really start to grow. If you want to have a really strong Instagram account, you need to be the type of person that takes pictures wherever they go and sees the beauty in everything. If you're living in Ireland, there's no point in comparing yourselves to those bloggers in LA or in Australia that have amazing weather, beautiful beaches and palm trees everywhere. Of course they're going to find their city beautiful, but you should also find the city that you are living in beautiful. So whether you live in the city or the country or somewhere in between, finding the beauty in the place that you're in is what's so important, and sharing those inspiring and beautiful and creative moments of your life is what's really important. There's no point in trying to replicate someone else or somebody else's feed that isn't you, because your own uniqueness is what's going to make your account special and your feed special. So always embrace that. So there you have it, guys. Those are my top tips, tricks, hacks and secrets for a great Instagram feed. I hope you enjoyed all of these tips, and if you use any of them, please do let me know in the comments below or tag me in your photos online. My username is @Ciara_Doherty, and if you don't follow me already, make sure that you do so you can see how I put all of these tips into play. So seeing as I have just shared all of my deepest, darkest Instagram secrets with you, I think the least that you can do is give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe using the link below so you won't miss any of my other videos. And now that you have learned all of my secrets, I urge you to go forth and sissy that selfie, slay that outfit shot, work that brunch photo, get that feed on fleek. Feed on fleek. That's it for this week, guys, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!